At Google I/O, we were promised the release of Google's all-new messaging app, Allo, by the end of the summer. Well, the end of the summer was last Wednesday, and Google released Allo on that very day. But Google already has Google Messenger and Hangouts on the Play Store. So what's special about this one? For starters, Google Allo is probably the smartest messaging app available right now to both iPhone and Android. So it brings along some great features that we'll talk about later, but for now, let's talk about the basic idea. What is it? Well, it's basically WhatsApp, WeChat, Kik, or iMessage. This is because it's just a way to chat with your friends. Now, it's important to understand that the messages aren't text messages because it doesn't use SMS. Merely, it's more like Facebook Messenger or Kik, except that instead of having a username that you create, your username is your phone number. But again, it isn't text messaging. The basic idea is obviously very similar to Kik because your friends have to have Google Allo if they want to talk to you. If they don't have the app, you can technically still text them through Allo with this kind of roundabout method. Basically, if you message your friend who doesn't have Allo, the app sends it to the Google servers, which then creates a 5-digit phone number that will then forward your message through SMS to the recipient. I guess that's a nice feature, but I'd rather it do plain old SMS and non-SMS messaging like iMessage, where you can send SMS if you need to, but if you don't, it'll send it over Wi-Fi or data. This system is better because for SMS and MMS, there's a cap on file size. So that means videos and pictures are restricted to a very low resolution, whereas there is no cap on file size for data. You can send files as large as you want as long as you have enough data in your plan. Plus, you can send them over Wi-Fi too. Now, because Allo can't do this, there is a bigger issue. You do need to keep an SMS-only app like Google Messenger around as well as Allo. I've never really been a big fan of the two messaging app system, one for some friends and one for others. It doesn't really make sense to me, and that's a pretty big downside to Allo. With this in mind, Allo already doesn't look too great. So what is the big deal? For starters, the UI. The UI is pretty amazing on Allo. Google obviously spent a large amount of time cultivating this clean but vibrant look for Allo, and it definitely paid off because this is for sure the best looking messaging app I've ever seen. Much better than iMessage or Kik or any other app for that matter. Also, there is the all-new Google Assistant. The easiest way to think about the Google Assistant is that it's basically Google Now, except you type your messages instead of saying them. However, it's actually a little bit better than that because it brings along even more machine learning. This means that the Google Assistant will get better at seeing the way you respond or common messages you use. It'll learn more about you, and it'll start to give more and more relevant quick responses or information. Now, what are quick responses? They're basically like how most keyboards these days can guess the word you want to type. A quick response is guessing the entire message you want to type. Google Assistant guesses the 3 most likely messages you want to type and puts them right above the keyboard. All you have to do is tap on one of them and it'll automatically send. If I'm being honest, they work really well. Also, if it isn't working, just scroll all the way to the right on the quick replies and give Google a thumbs down. A great thing about Google Assistant is that not only will it get better at guessing what you want to say, but also how you want to say it. It'll learn whether you type you, Y-O-U, or just the letter U. It'll learn whether you punctuate or not, and if so, how much. All these things it'll find out by reading your messages. If that sounds like an invasion of privacy, you aren't alone. Google has thought about that and has made an incognito feature built in. You can set a timer from anywhere to 1 or 2 minutes to a never expiring chat that Google will not read through or learn things about you from. Some other smaller features is the ability to draw on photos within the app. Google is calling this ink. There are also a bunch of stickers that can be posted into the conversation by the click of the plus sign. Now, Google actually brought in tons of designers to design all these new stickers. I mean, I guess they look nice, but I really wasn't going to use them anyway. Lastly, there's Google Shout or Whisper. This is the same feature that we saw in the new iMessage, where basically you can change the font size of the message you're sending by dragging the send button up or down. Now, these are all great things, but for me, they don't make up for the flaws in Allo. For example, there is no companion application. This app is only for the phone. There is no Chrome extension or even a tablet version. That is a big deal. I use my computer more than my phone, and adding a Chrome extension would be pretty easy in the grand scheme of things, and it's very disappointing that it doesn't exist already. Also, I don't know what's up with there not being a tablet version, but you can't download the app on your tablet, which is super annoying. Allo is marketed as the smartest and the only messaging app you'll ever need, but right now it's not even available on most devices. Google needs to start working on this right away. Allo's real problem is the fact that you can't send SMS. Let me outline for you how Allo really should work, at least on Android. You download the Allo app and then you send a message to your friend. If they have Allo, the message goes through Wi-Fi. If not, it sends as SMS. That'd be perfect. It would truly be the one messaging app you'll ever need. As of right now, though, I need Allo and Google Messenger. Google should just roll Google Messenger right into Allo and create truly the best messaging app ever. Please like this video if you liked it and consider subscribing. We've had some amazing growth over the past month or so. We finally hit 200 subscribers, so thank you for that. Anyway, my name is Akil Mohideen, and I will catch you guys later.